yarder, and it puts the Mountaineers all the way back to their own 30-yard line, so it will be first down and a long way for a Mountaineer first down. So Quincy Glasper in shotgun, back to pass now, looking for a receiver, and almost intercepted.
Very close.
Oh, almost intercepted by the Bulldogs.
And that looked like Jace Fitzgerald in there, the transfer from Montana State. And you talk about a hometown boy.
Yeah.
He is from right here in Dillon, family right in front of us.
So second and long, very long for the Mountaineers. Back to pass is.
Oh, he's going to get away.
And he's getting chased out of the pocket, and he finally gets the receiver. But if he would have managed to catch it, he would have caught it out of bounds. Yeah. And I like, Mike, how you look at the field, and it's very, very well designed as far as where you can and can't go, as far as the players go. There's a white stripe right in front of both benches that you're not allowed on. So Glasper facing third and about 25 for the Mountaineers. He's back in shotgun. See what kind of pressure the Bulldogs bring this time. And he's he breaks out of the pocket, finds some running room, but he's not going. He picks up nice yardage, but not enough. Not enough for a Mountaineer first down. And that was Fitzgerald again, as Mike mentioned, the Dillon product. Played a couple of years at Montana State, and then he transferred here. And he's got some pretty good genes. His sister Brindley was an All-American basketball player at Montana Western, and his grandpa John was a football and baseball player here.
Yeah, and we just saw John come in to the stadium. Eli Norris back to receive.
Oh, there's a little bit of pressure put on by for the Mountaineer. Oh, and Norris, little dipsy doodle wag. He breaks a couple of tackles, diggles around, and makes it to the 30. He had more moves in that little 5 yards than I have had in 20 years.
How many years?
40 years.
Okay, you're getting close. So, it's 9:33 to go here in the first period. It is 7-0. Montana Western over the Eastern Oregon University Mountaineers.
You don't have to do that, just me. Are we on? Oh, we're on. Yeah. Well, Mike, we had some technical difficulties, but how about this stadium? How about this stadium? Wow.
It's a brand new season.
Well, and we're in a nice...
The excitement, the passion, and the energy that comes with every kickoff is back. We've already seen that. We couldn't be more thrilled than to have you people here for this game.
Yes, well spoken, well spoken. We want to remind people now, if you're not with us, season tickets are sold out, but you can buy your game-by-game tickets online. You can buy your tickets online and then get everything. You don't have to stand in line. You just come and sit in Bulldog Stadium. So the Bulldogs with their second offensive possession, Palandry back. Little swing out pass to Norse. Norse finds some room. Picks up nice yardage, nice first down yardage. Norse, a first-team All-American last year. He's a pretty good trackster, too.
Yeah.
He's a sprinter.
Nice block. That was Kirkley, wasn't it? Number 81?
Yes. So Dylan Beaver helping his fellow Dylan Beaver. We've got a good crew of Beavers.
We do.
So that's good. So 2nd and 4 now for Montana Western. Palandry and the handoff right up the middle, and I think that's Gibson, and he doesn't get anything. So good frontline defense by the Mountaineers. I see
Nehemiah Medrano was there. number 30.
And Tyler Exline, we've called his name a couple of times. So that was actually a loss on the play, loss of 1. So good defensive front by the Mountaineers. They push backwards, and the Bulldogs now, we're going to call it a 3rd and a long 4. Palandri back to pass. Here comes that Mountaineer rush. And wide and open, and it is caught. Holy moly, what a catch down the sidelines by the Bulldogs. And that was Shipley. Wow. Shipley. I tell you, that's what you want. You just want to run down there and hold out your hands and have the football drop into him. And that was a connection between Palandri and Shipley. And the Bulldogs are in the red zone once again.
That was just about a 53-yard pass, 52-yard pass, and right on the money. Shipley just barely got beyond the defensive back. That ball had to be thrown perfectly.
Another out to Norse. Norse finds a little room, breaks one tackle, and he's down to the 10-yard line. So some nice nifty, I tell you. Did I say he has lots of moves? Holy moly.
And Dylan Shipley got a nice block there.
Well, Coach Norse, he has always said that he expects his wide receivers to block, because when he was a wide receiver for the Bulldogs with Bob Beers, the wide receivers blocked.
Coach Beers is here today.
Yes, Tommy Lee is here too.
Yeah.
So handoff off the middle, and I think that is Curvin. I think that's DJ Curvin. Let's see when he gets up the bottom of the pile. Nope, it's not. Those numbers are hard to read.
Curvin has.
That might have been Jake Humphrey back in the game. It's a 20, I know that.
Curvin has great speed, so when we see him going around the outside, chances are it's him and Eli.
Okay, so it is. Oh, I guess that was a first down catch for Mr. Norse. It's 1st and goal from the Bulldogs. Ball marked on the 6-yard line and up the middle. Oh, nice defensive stop in there by the Mountaineers. Peyton Howe gets up off the top of the pile.
And Nehemiah Medrano again, number 30.
So they're going to give him 1 yard on the carry. So Tim Camp, his defenses, especially against the run, have always been strong in his 17 years.
Is that Gibson in the backfield now, 18?
Yep. Pete Gibson breaks through. Is he on? I think he fell right at the goal line.
Yeah. Knee is just to the outside.
Right at the goal line. Let's see where they mark it.
He's going to be
about a yard. They marking him on the 1.
The 1.
So
3rd down.
3rd and 1. 3rd and goal. Palandri in the pistol, and he's going to carry it. He goes in, and he's in for the Bulldog touchdown. Palandri, well, they haven't signaled it yet. I haven't seen an official put their arms up yet, but everybody else says it's a touchdown, so that bumps the Bulldog lead to 13-0 with an extra point from John Mears to be attempted. And look, how about the video board up there, Mike?
Stockman Bank donated the board.
So extra point try is up and good.
Oh,
and this one in the net. This one into the net. Do we have commercials?
Hey,
at the brand new, state-of-the-art Bulldog Stadium. I know I'm going to say Vigilante Field at least once. I'm not going to say I'm giving any money for every time I say it, but it's going to happen at least once. So Bulldog kickoff. Oh, great special teams work by the Bulldogs. The kickoff rolled down to the left corner, and the Mountaineer returner decided to pick it up and run with it. And I couldn't see that was either Parker Robinson or Anthony Peterson down there in the corner.
Mears doesn't normally kick off that often. Usually it's Dewart from Cutbank.
The punter.
Yeah.
So, Mountaineers with their second offensive possession. Quick little toss out, and it's caught and picked up about 5 yards. So nice play. Prado and Charlton with the it was more of a push out of bounds than it was a tackle. They used the sidelines as another teammate. So 2nd and 5 now. Ball marked on the Mountaineer 20. Here comes a little sweep to the side. Bulldog defenders are waiting for it. Picks up a couple of yards. That was Brody McMillan carrying for the Mountaineers, and it is 3rd and 4. Mountaineers. They're going to try to break it on the run, and the Bulldog defense tightens up, and they go nowhere. Good job on the Bulldog defense. There was a little bit of push, and what's going on? Are they going to go for it? Boy, no, okay. I was going to say, boy, I know Coach Camp's got a lot of experience, but I'm guessing I wouldn't want to go for it down there.
Okay, Eli Norris back.
Tanner Shattuck will punt for the Mountaineers. I think that's him. Is that 15? It's hard to... We're going to have to get used to being where we are now.
Ooh, 17.
Nope, 17.
Now, Eli's
that is Tanner Shattuck. Okay. Norse didn't go much. There was good punt coverage there on the Mountaineers. Henry Diaz.
Sometimes that receiver, the first thing he thinks about is catching the ball, knowing where he is, and then he's got to get away from the first downfield tackler. Eli did that in the first punt. Not so much this time.
Do you think they did a little of adjustment on the Mountaineer sideline on how to cover it?
They're not going to go straight at him. They've got to make sure they contain him in the middle of the field.
So 1st and 10 Bulldogs, they've scored touchdowns on their first 2 possessions, leading 14-0. 2:54 remaining in the first quarter. Inaugural game at Bulldog Stadium. Palandri, quick toss over the middle, and
that caught probably at the 44-yard line.
So nice pickup. That's what you want. I mean, you're a former football coach. That's what you want to do in first down, right?
Now you have the playbook open. You don't have to throw the ball. You don't have to run. You can do whatever you want.
So 2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Ball at their own 38. Up the middle run. Oh, breaking tackles. Is that Humphreys? I think that's Humphrey again.
Yep.
And, Mike, you and I are in the Hall of Fame committee. His dad's going into the Hall of Fame in a couple of weeks. Next week. Next week. Jim Bob Humphrey. Now, he was a defensive guy.
Linebacker, I think.
Yes, number 33. Ask him about his famous helicopter move someday. So 1st and 10 Bulldogs. starting right smack dab in the middle of the field at the 50. Palandri
Palandri's got
back.
one open.
And wide open. And he just overthrows. Overthrows Shipley again. Shipley could have had his second touchdown of the game. Just a little too much Cheerios in the throw.
So we've got Seth Shook right here at the 50-yard line out wide for the Bulldogs.
We talked about that. And now Norse comes out.
Yeah.
And Shook goes to the other side. So 2nd and 10 Bulldogs. Ball marked at the 50-yard line. Palandri roll out, and he's going to carry it himself, and he picks up, great tackle there. Great tackle by Juan. I think that's how you say his name. He stopped him a yard short of a first down. Actually a couple yards short.
And he had to turn all the way around to make the tackle.
So nice job there, young man. So 3rd and short for a Bulldog first down.
Looking through the roster, I saw a kid from Estacada, Oregon, which is where my mother is from. So I'm waiting for number 42 to get out there and play, and I'll sing the school song.
Hopefully not. Got the first down this time. That's Pete Gibson. Pete Gibson, big time, picked up about 12 yards on the carry for a Bulldog first down to the Mountaineer 39-yard line.
Shipley in and Humphrey in.
So 1st and 10. Feel that breeze.
And John Kirkley here in the slot.
Toss to Norris. And Eastern was waiting for that one.
Yeah,
he was surrounded. First up for Eastern was Jason Grant, and then he slowed him up, and his teammates gathered, and it's is it a loss? End of the first quarter. End of the first quarter. Our score is Montana Western 14, Eastern Oregon nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter after this. We're back at Bulldog Stadium, and Mike, we talked about when we were in commercial break, you look at the berm around here. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I mean, you see the people out there spread on their blanket spread, the lawn chairs set up, watching the game, plus the grandstands are pretty close to being full.
And I'll bet you there are people still out in the tailgate.
In the tailgate section. That's another nice little handle. Palandri back to pass now.
Again, he has a man open. That one might have been
pass interference, maybe, but no, there's no yellow flag. And something we got a few new rule changes, Mike. I think if you watch college football, one of the things, there's now a 2-minute warning.
Yep.
And there's all now instant replay. The coaches have one challenge. If they get it right, they get another one. and they can ask for a targeting call if they think it was a targeting call. But if a pass, if there's a, they say that was pass interference, that's not something that can be challenged.
Oh. That was Blaine Shaw in the coverage, and I think he slapped that ball away just at the last second.
So third, and was there a Bulldog penalty that we missed?
Nope.
Palandri chased out of the pocket. Oh, and wide open, Eli Norris all by himself. Jigs one tackler, and he goes all the way down to the 5-yard line. You know, if we were picking a player of the game offensively, I'm kind of going for Eli already. So
he went. That was a 30-yarder from Palandri to Norris.
Well, and he ran out of the pocket too. That's that dual threat quarterback we were talking about.
And you know, I think he checked quickly. Am I over the line of scrimmage? Wasn't. Threw the ball.
Getting instructions from the sidelines is Palandri.
And Kirkley down here to the left.
Pete Gibson up the middle. He's down close to the goal line.
And Gibson, as you say, is wearing the legacy jersey, number 18.
In memory of M.J. Simpkins, former Bulldog player, former Dylan Beaver, who tragically lost his life in a house fire a number of years ago. We remember him a couple of different ways, Engine 18, and we remember him with the legacy number. Mark and Kathy Simpkins and Ryan Norris choose it every year.
Cameron Rouser had it last year.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
so Palandri, races in for his second touchdown of the game, and the Bulldogs in front, 20-0.
Hey,
so
I remember MJ as an education major.
History major. He was a history major, yeah.
Getting ready to student teach, if I remember right.
I would have loved, just by talking to the people that knew him, he would have been fun, because I'm a history nerd.
Yeah.
He would have been a fun teacher to have.
Johnny Mears out to kick. Make it 3 for 3 for Mears. And that ball went over the berm and out into the parking lot.
So with that, the Bulldogs score on their third possession. They lead 21-0. We'll be back with more action after this. We're back at Bulldog Stadium. Bulldogs leading 21-0, as we are early in the second quarter. Remember the rule change. There'll be a 2-minute warning at the end of this quarter and also at the end of the fourth quarter. One of the new rule changes that's come into college football.
Coach Norris far to the right over here all by himself, thinking, how long do I keep the studs in?
Oh, nice return there by Parker Robinson. He picked up nice yardage, and the Mountaineers will have good field position to begin this drive. That first drive, they look like they had something going, but they kind of a penalty, and then they all of a sudden didn't know what to do. So let's see if Tim Camp has, and his offensive coordinator have got a plan to get on the board in this second quarter as the Mountaineers are camped on their own 35-yard line. Pass over the middle and almost intercepted. Oh, my goodness. Brady Mounts almost had the first interception of the year for the Bulldogs. The only place that he didn't do was catch it.
And that ball bounced up high enough the receiver might have had a chance at that beast.
So 2nd and 10 now for Eastern Oregon. Quincy Glasper remains at quarterback, and in motion is Anthony Peterson. And, the little swing pass to him, and he can't handle it. I think that was one of those instances where Mr. Peterson tried to run before he really had control. And so the Mountaineers faced with another 3rd and long.
James Oakes here on the left of the defense. He's kind of edging towards the line of scrimmage. Yeah, he's coming.
Glasper back to pass. Over the middle. Oh, this one is caught, and it depends on where they mark it, but that's going to be very, very close to first down yardage.
Oh, he's going to be about a yard.
That was Jonah Blackman. Now do you go? They're going to go for it, aren't they?
Yeah.
You need to, being down 21-0, and they're kind of in a neutral part of the field. So Bulldogs defense tested on a 4th down. Back to pass is Glasper, and
he's going to make the first
he
down.
made the first down. There was some good defense put on by the Bulldogs DBs, but Walker Camp, he's a grad player for the Mountaineers, used his size and pushed for a Mountaineer first down.
Charlton and Sheely with the tackle there.
So Glasper now faced with a 1st and 10. Much better numbers to talk about. He's back to pass again. And that one was intercepted. That one was intercepted by the Bulldogs. And who is that that's coming over here with the ball in his hand?
Keegan Muffich? Can't see. But that's the first interception of the stadium's history.
Yes. Yeah, all kinds of firsts.
No, that might be A.J. Yerk. Yeah. Number 29.
A.J. Ehrlich's from Billings, Montana. It's nice. We're starting to see more Billings kids playing on the Bulldogs. That's kind of a nice comeback. So this Mountaineer drive ends on a Bulldog interception. The Bulldogs will begin 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Have the Bulldogs punted yet?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
Run up the gut.
He's going to take that one out to about the 28-yard line.
And that's Humphrey. Jake Humphrey, 5'9", 183-pound sophomore. And his mom played on a Bulldog volleyball championship team. So he's got Bulldog championship roots in him. So he picked up a little over 3. We'll call it a long 6.5 for a Bulldog first down. Palandri calls out the signals, back to pass, rolls out. And he hits a wide open Ryan Norris. Nobody around Ryan Norris except the Eastern Oregon bench. My goodness.
Ryan Norris?
Or Eli Norris. So I gave Ryan a little.
Ryan was open, by the way.
Yes, he was.
Get your hands up, Coach.
So Eli Norris, whoever is the defensive coordinator, I don't know if we want to call his name out. He probably doesn't want to know.
And we're an equipment adjustment for an Eastern Oregon guy.
Oh, shoulder pads.
Yeah,
Shoulder pad came out.
Yeah.
So his teammate goes over and tucks it back in, and we are ready to go. 1st and 10 Bulldogs from their own 41.
3 wide receivers to the left.
Palandri, here comes a little blitz. Palandri gets out of it. He's chased. And he finally, was that Kirkley?
I believe that's Kirkley. And now we've got a flag after the play. No one's supposed to move. Don't move the. Wasn't out. He wasn't beyond the line of scrimmage. Oh.
Well, they're coming back, so it must be against the Bulldogs. Probably thought Palandri was going to roll out himself. So that negates a nice play between Palandri and Kirkley, and the Bulldogs will now have it 1st and 15 from their own 36-yard line. So Palandri in shotgun. Little toss to Norse. Norse moves around, and he's very, very close to a Bulldog first down. Maybe a yard short.
Short, you think?
Yeah, maybe a yard.
Yeah, just about a yard short.
Yeah. Well, about time that he takes a break.
Yeah.
It's got to be, I mean, it's, I think, about 85 degrees outside, but it's probably 10 degrees warmer on the field. So 2nd and short for the Bulldogs. Palandri hands off to Humphrey. Humphrey finds opening around the corner. He picks up big yardage, finally bumped out of bounds at the eastern 30-yard line.
Jason Grant out of Tahomish, Washington, kind of laid the leather to Humphrey, and we have a flag down.
Kicking themselves in the foot. So Bulldog holding penalty. Instead of it 2nd and short, it will be 2nd and long. And that negates a great run by Humphrey. Checking into the Bulldog lineup is J.D. Curvin, the senior from Fort Worth, Texas, who spent last year most of the second half of the season injured.
And again, that kid has speed. I'd run him 2nd in the 4x1 relay.
Humphrey?
Nope.
Curvin.
Curvin.
Put Norsen as your
anchor. And do we have a delay?
Oh. Coach Norse is over there saying, calm down, guys, calm down.
He's most dangerous when he's quiet.
So second and about 14 for the Bulldogs. Leading 21-0, 8:34 left in the second half. Palandri airs it out. Oh, and it's caught. It was
almost caught.
Almost caught. Shipley had it, and as soon as he hit the ground, it came bouncing out. And Shipley's going to get a break on the sidelines.
Shipley has been open a lot today. Now we're 3rd and 12. Seth Shook in as a wide receiver.
Curvin remains at running back. Now he's in motion. Here comes Palandri. Palandri chased out of the pocket. Little shuffle pass. Oh, but it's not going to be nearly enough. Pass to Taniakoa. And they might get 1 yard. So you were asking about Bulldog punting. I think we may see the first Bulldog punt. So. Bulldogs were their own worst enemy on that drive. A couple of penalties ended another promising drive. So Eddie DeWert, the junior from Cutbank, will punt the ball away. And back to receive for Eastern Oregon is Blaine Shaw.
Whoa. Oh.
Is that another delay game? Yep. Well, this is a pretty experienced team.
Yes.
You can't use the excuse it's their first game.
Yeah. I believe all 11 starters from last year's offensive team are back this year. And that should have.
This is at the 20. Shaw looks for it and avoids it.
Oh,
and was it touched by an Eastern Oregon player?
No, apparently not.
We have Bulldogs in their black jerseys.
Oh, I take it back.
And they're giving it to the Bulldogs. So the ball was touched. Now, I'm wondering if this will bring out the instant replay.
Let me see. Is there a coach out on the field?
Okay, so they're saying it was touched by a Mountaineer and then recovered by a Bulldog. So we were talking about the bad luck of the Bulldogs. Wow.
If that stands.
Tim Camp is out there, and I don't see him with a challenge flag. Remember, we now have coaches can challenge.
So are they looking? Romeo Simpson he recovered the ball.
They must be looking at it. Our producer here,
and
Brett.
It might very well have hit on the foot in that scrum. Somebody from the offensive team.
And I think
it becomes a live ball, and whoever covers it, their team's got the ball.
And can I use a big word? Irrefutable evidence.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce that.
Yeah.
You can't question it.
No. Camp used a challenge. I don't know if they have a red flag or what. Well, this is another way you can look at it too. They're challenging. This also gives both teams a chance to get a little hydration because it is warm out there. Well, the Bulldog offense is encircled, ready to come in if they're needed. I'm guessing the Bulldog defenders are also ready somewhere around there. The Bulldog offense is on the field. Well, here comes Coach Camp. The other coach, now Coach Camp talking to two of the game officials. We need the Jeopardy theme. That's what we need playing right now. Well, while we're waiting, let's look at what's happened in the Frontier Conference. Some of the teams already in action. College of Idaho is 2-0. They have non-conference wins. Okay.
Oh, the Bulldogs get a tremendous break. I do think that it's possible it struck somebody on the foot.
And that's why you've always said that. What did you say the word was when you coached? You tell everybody
well,
don't touch it.
No. Stay away.
They all have different names. So if Tim Camp challenged and he lost, he has no more challenges.
Yeah.
So it will be 1st and 10 Bulldogs from the eastern, about the 20 or 28-yard line. Bulldogs leading 21-0, 7:19 left in the first half. And Norris, and he's down to about the 20-yard line. So he picks up 7 or 8 yards on the carry. Well, I guess they're going to give him 6 yards. 6 yards on the carry, so it will be 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. And ball marked.
Cunningham, the number 49, the 3-year starter at tight end, he made a nice block.
Palandri. Oh, touchdown. Oh, touchdown. Bulldogs by Shipley. I think Shipley broke it. He broke a tackle at about the 3-yard line and just turned around and stepped into the end zone for the 4th Bulldog touchdown. And is his a 3rd? Second, because Palandri has 2 and now Shipley has 2. So 27-0 Bulldogs. You got to go back to the very first use of instant replay at Bulldog Stadium. Results long planned into a Bulldog touchdown. John Mears will attempt the extra point, which will go into the berm. Want to see who catches it this time. Oh, somebody caught it. Well, they actually got people in an orange vest over there getting the ball. But anyway, 6:34 left to play. First half, Bulldogs leading 28-0 over Eastern Oregon in the inaugural game of Bulldog Stadium. We'll be back with more action after this.
Montana Western, our flexible schedule and focus on learning through experience are just right for your world today. Experience One, where you take one course at a time for 18 days and then move on to your next course, is designed to work for you, whether you plan to come to campus, want to stay close to home, or if you need to earn your degree while working or raising a family. And Montana Western is the most affordable university in Montana. Experience the difference, only at University of Montana Western.
Mears with the kickoff. Returned by Peterson, I believe. Nope, sorry, Robinson. Parker Robinson. Another good kick coverage by the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs will take over, Mountaineers taking over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. They need to get something going offensively. They trail 28-0. So Quincy Glasper, ready, gets the snap, fades back to pass, and there's a wide open receiver for Eastern Oregon, and he's going to score a touchdown. That's Malachi Spurrier, and nice play. Mountaineers, they finally get on the scoreboard in spectacular fashion with an 80-yard touchdown pass from Quincy Glasper to Malachi Spurrier, and the Bulldog defensive backfield was beat badly.
Somebody did not do the job.
Yeah.
As an old defensive back, we would sneak up, thinking we're going to make the tackle, and suddenly somebody would be behind us, and you have to be a lot quicker than I was to catch them. So never let anybody get behind you.
Tanner Shattuck with the extra point attempt, and this one is good. And it's Montana Western 28, Eastern Oregon by the score of 7. And we're going to keep it right here. We were talking about what happened in the past. College of Idaho has played 2 games. They are 2-0 after wins over Lincoln University and Simpson, both of them convincing. Simpson, of course, a future Frontier Conference member. On Thursday, the 29th, Montana Tech beat number 3 Georgetown by a score of 29-22. They scored the winning touchdown with 14 seconds on the clock. Number 15, Dickinson State beat Rocky 42-17, and Mayville State of North Dakota beat MSU Northern by a score of 24-6. Today, we have Montana Tech at Carroll College. That's coming up tonight. And Mike, do you have an update on the score?
Rocky Mountain College leads Montana State Northern 14-12.
In second half, probably. I bet you, because they started at the same time. And then Simpson University, a night game at Southern Oregon. So there you have it. And we're set for the Mountaineer kickoff. EOU on the scoreboard with a beautiful 80-yard scoring strike.
Yeah, I'm going to let that one go.
Yep. And it was funny, talking to some people that really didn't understand the geography of the stadium. They thought for sure that the stadium was right next to the highway. And stuff like that would go into the road.
Well, we've already had one bounce over the road and into the Forest Service government section there. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this picture right here.
Yeah.
Great weather.
Speaking of umbrellas, somebody's got their golf umbrella out.
And they didn't come up here to share it. All right, so the Bulldogs.
Well, their defense recovers and tries to
figure out what went wrong.
Yeah, it's the offense's turn to come in. Palandri, handoff to, I think that's Pete Gibson up the middle. And boy, there hasn't been much running room up the middle against that Mountaineer defense. Henry Diaz off the bottom of the pile for the Mountaineers. So it will be 2nd and 10. There was no gain on that play.
Center up front is Marcus Lombard.
And he's been around a long time.
All-conference performer from last year.
Little swing pass out to Norse. He gets away from one tackler, but then the Eastern Oregon defenders gathered. And gathering around him was Juan Alvaros. And Max Prazer put the stop on Norris, but not before he picked up 6 yards, so it will be 3rd and relatively manageable. Palandri, looks like Curvin is back in the backfield. Another pass. And
they're going to let him have that. They're going to rule it a reception, a fumble, and a touchdown.
And I think Ryan Norse is will he challenge this? Okay. No, not an incomplete pass, a backward pass. So a couple of Bulldog blunders in a row, and all of a sudden Eastern Oregon right back in this football game after trailing by a score of 28-0.
That was Blaine Shaw on the recovery and the run in for a touchdown.
Well, they still haven't put the score up on the scoreboard yet.
Well, we certainly saw the signal.
We saw him run in. There it is. So extra point try coming.
Shattuck.
Kick is up. Kick is good. And all of a sudden, it's Montana Western 28, Eastern Oregon 14. And we'll be back with more after this.
beer in there.
We're back at
Bulldogs Stadium.
Almost said it. We're back at Bulldog Stadium, and what looked like a Bulldog runaway is now a football game. Mountaineers taking advantage of Bulldog blunders, and they've scored 2. Kick deep into the end zone. Oh, they're going to bring it out. Oh, and he breaks through. It's a foot race. It's a foot race. And it's a kick return for a touchdown. It's a kick return for a touchdown. Bulldogs.
Tanioka.
So put that down in the history book.
102, maybe 103 yards.
And we're saying we shouldn't have done that.
Oh, but the left side of the field opened up for him.
And the only person left was the kicker. And the kicker had about 6 inches in height on him, but it didn't make any difference because he was a lot faster. So 100, you say 102
Looked
probably?
like 102 or possibly 3.
Kick return, the very first kick return for a touchdown in Bulldog Stadium. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 4:43 left in the ball game, or excuse me, in the first half, it's Montana Western 35, Eastern Oregon 14. Back with more after this. We're back at the brand new, state-of-the-art Bulldog Stadium, and there's been a lot of scoring in this first half. Still 4:43 left to play, and our score, Bulldogs 35, Mountaineers 14. Bulldogs kicking off to the Mountaineers. Robinson with it for Eastern Oregon. He thinks he's going to return it, but the Bulldog special teams stop him
Flag.
at his own 30-yard line. Oh, we got a flag.
Out here at about the 36-yard line.
So that's got to be on the Bulldogs. So that will put Eastern Oregon into better field goal or better field position.
Encroachment, kick team, number 44, 5 yards added onto the end of the run, first down.
So encroachment is a call on the Bulldogs over that border that you're not supposed to cross until the ball is kicked. And that will give the Mountaineers an extra 5 yards, so they'll start this drive on their own 35-yard line.
Which is where they started last time.
So 1st and 10, Mountaineers. Glasper back, fakes a handoff, rolls out, being chased out of the pocket, and almost intercepted again. I'm trying to see who that lineman was that caused the pressure, because he slapped the ball a little bit when it came out. Was that? The numbers are just really hard to look at, really hard to read. Regardless, it was a good defensive play by the Bulldogs. And it's 2nd and 10 Mountaineers from their own 35. Glasper's going to try running it himself, and good Bulldog pursuit. And he loses a couple yards, but I think I think we're going to have a unsportsmanlike contact. Well, they're huddled right in front of the Bulldog line. Okay, so here's another big word for you, inadvertent flag. So it was just a loss on the play as Glasper was trying to do an end around, but the Bulldog pursuit was too strong. And it's now 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14 Mountaineers. Glasper back to pass, and he is sacked. He is sacked back at the 20-yard line, so the Bulldog defense turns up the heat, and they force another Mountaineer punt.
It's 4th and 25, yeah, at that spot, yeah. 4th and 23 maybe. Got to kick that one away.
So Eli Norris back to return for the Bulldogs, and Tanner Shattuck will punt for Eastern Oregon. He's a graduate student, probably using that COVID year he probably had coming. So Norris standing at his own 37.
Get away, get away, get away.
And notice the Bulldogs run as far away from the ball as they can, and they have excellent field position. They'll be starting this drive on their own 43-yard line. 3:21 remaining in the first half. Bulldogs leading Eastern Oregon 35-14, and it's a gorgeous day. Brand new stadium. The berm is kind of cool.
It is packed.
Yeah, it is.
In that end zone.
Well, it actually increases the seating by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because there's berm behind one of the end zones as well, too.
And you've got the room for the National Guards Youth Challenge Academy. They brought most of the cadets, of about 100, I would say.
So 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Palandri, handoff up the middle to Humphrey, and Humphrey gets big yardage. He breaks out, picks up about 14 on the carry. 12 or we'll call it 12, but it's good enough for a Bulldog first down. So 1st and 10 Bulldogs now on the Eastern Oregon side of the field at the 45. Palandri back to pass. Chased out of the pocket.
He faked him out.
And
now we're going to have a couple of flags.
The Eastern Oregon defender, I'm not sure he meant to do it, but it happened. He carried the tackle into out of bounds.
Palandri really extended that play because he had to run for his life a couple times.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 95, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So that pushes the Bulldog offense 15 yards deeper into Eastern Oregon territory. They'll have the ball at, let's call it the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 Bulldogs, 29 at the 29 of Eastern Oregon. Bulldogs leading 35-14 with 2:41 remaining in the first half. We'll be coming up on our very first 2-minute warning.
They call that on number 95, but I don't think so.
Humphrey breaks a couple of tackles, and he's finally knocked down at the 2-yard line, but some nifty running.
Yeah.
But we've got a flag back here.
He would have had a touchdown if he'd have followed Shipley's block a little bit there.
And I guess we're coming back as the Bulldogs are coming back. That's the second holding call on the Bulldogs that have stymied a nice play.
Crowd is surprisingly quiet.
Yes.
We can hear the fan instructing the officials on
The
what a
proper
holding is.
calling of
Yes,
plays.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't had to back our microphones away to pick up anything yet, so.
It's early in the
Yeah.
season.
1st and 20, Bulldogs. Palandri back to pass again.
Oh, nice catch.
Is that Kirkley? Yeah. John Kirkley, the Dylan Beaver.
Tackled by Bartra.
And now our first 2 minutes.
This is a 2-minute warning, and we'll keep it here. We'll keep it here for the first 2-minute warning. This not really in the history book type of a thing. Just the first 2-minute warning we've had.
that we've ever had at this university.
And remember, the other is instant replay and
We'll have
challenges.
We'll have another 2-minute warning at the end of the fourth quarter. I'll tell you what, I did not believe the Bulldogs and the Mountaineers would throw up. You know, you got 49 points,
Yeah.
and we're not done with the first half yet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's a real kudo to the defenses, but special teams.
Well, you know,
I just saw some of the volleyball players, Danielle Martin,
Yeah.
with a cast on her right arm. I think that's going to ruin
But
her serve.
she is the second Bulldog to receive National Player of the Week.
Yes.
So, and we'll have a Bulldog volleyball match a week from yesterday when the Bulldogs host MSU Northern, and they're ranked nationally. They're ranked 13th in the nation. So it looks like Danielle's selling something. She's got a money bag underneath her arm.
50-50
tickets. Yeah. And we got a little breeze, which just blew all of Mike's stuff away.
How many times am I going to have to be? Oh.
Don't knock the table over. Okay, we're back now after the 2-minute warning. And the Bulldogs faced with a 2nd and about 9. Bulldogs lead 35-14 over the Mountaineers of Eastern Oregon. 2 minutes left to play in the first half.
Inside linebacker looked like he was coming. He may be, yeah, they're both coming. And they got good coverage.
Oh, and wide open is Eli
Norris with the.
And he's dropped it about the 2-yard line, 1 or 2 yard line. But boy, there was a breakdown in Eastern Oregon's coverage, and Palandri took advantage of it to a wide open Eli Norris.
Looked like Blaine Shaw came all the way across the field to make that tackle for the Mountaineers.
First and goal now for the Bulldogs from the Eastern 2-yard line. 1:37 and clock counting of the first half. Palandri, handoff to, is that Humphrey?
That's Humphrey.
Oh, and he stopped at the 1-yard line.
If you look straight through the goalposts, you see that ladder? Is there somebody sitting at the top of that ladder?
They're standing. Well, I don't think they're sitting. I think they're standing.
What a great spot.
Best seat in the house.
Well, no, I think this would be the best seat now.
Oh, where the flag is
where
on
the flag
top of
is. But I don't think the firemen are going to let anybody climb up there.
So 2nd and goal now, Bulldogs, and the clock is under 1 minute to play. And Curvin is now checked into the Montana Western lineup.
Speed demon.
Palandri in for his 3rd touchdown. Is that his 3rd touchdown of the game? And a block. Curvin was the guy blocking. So Bulldogs up their lead to 41-14 with the extra point coming.
And we see defensive coordinator Riley Martello. He's out on the field. Jed Heffernan dressed in black. That's got to be a little hot out there, Jed.
Well, he's got that Polynesian blood in him.
Yeah.
He's got the coolness going through. You know, Tommy Lee's back.
I did get to see the Lees yesterday.
And He said, I don't miss the humidity of Hawaii. I'm glad we're back. So with 42 seconds left to play in the first half, Bulldogs lead Eastern Oregon 42-14. And we'll be back with the kickoff after this on the Bulldog Sports Network. We're back at the brand new, I just cannot quit saying that enough, brand new Bulldog Stadium. Kickoff. Looks like Robinson's going to get it for the Mountaineers. And he finds room on the side. He gets a nice return all the way out to the Bulldog 38-yard line. Very nice return by Robinson.
Out to their own 38-yard line.
Oh, own 38,
yeah.
yes. Remember, Bulldogs in town next week to host College of Idaho. Going to be a couple nationally ranked teams.
Yep.
College of Idaho ranked right now number 4 in the nation. So it'll be a good one. You want your tickets, go online, go to the Bulldog website, and go online and get your tickets right now so you don't have to stand in line. Oh, nice toss and catch. Nice toss and catch. Colton Kessie from Vail, Oregon, picking up the first down after the pass from Quincy Glasper. And the Mountaineers have the ball on their own 49. Here comes, and he was open again on the sidelines, but Glasper overhead and a little too far to the left. So 18 seconds on the clock. I'm guessing the Mountaineers would love to get some more points before they go into the locker room at halftime.
5 defensive backs.
Glasper back to pass. Oh, and he overthrows again. He overthrew Cassie again. That's 2 in a row.
2 in a row going out of bounds. Boy, the crowd is just a little bit silent for me.
I think they're in awe of the stadium.
Third down, dog pound.
So 3rd and 10. Oh, and that was another pass. This one at the feet of the receiver.
Incomplete to Kissy.
And so he had 3 attempts at Kessie, and all of them were incomplete, but it looks like the Mountaineers are going for it.
Yeah,
11 seconds left.
Everybody's going to be deep. Nope. Actually coming up on him a little bit. 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, though.
Keeping in front, everything in front.
Okay, linebacker.
Oh,
and he does the job.
Yep, he doesn't get the first down.
Glasper with the keeper.
And 5 seconds. Are they going to give him the first down? I guess it depends on, he went out, the marker went down, so we're not sure if he went past it. No, nope.
Doesn't look like it.
It's turnover on downs for the Bulldogs, so I'm guessing this is the old-fashioned let's kneel.
Let's kneel.
It seemed a bit weird, the coaches used to come up from down, and they would come down right on top of us, basically. Now they have their own booth.
I might snap that ball and just run around a little bit.
A couple of offensive linemen forgot that they thought the half was over probably.
Marcus Lombard.
Yep, that's all
Keith
Michael
kept-
Palandri did is just kneel down,
Yeah.
and that does it. One half of football in the books. The inaugural game of Bulldogs Stadium. It is Montana Western 42, Eastern Oregon 14. We'll come back in a little bit, have some chat, and we will also give you some stats. It's all coming next on the Bulldogs Sports Network. We're back at Bulldog Stadium. It's halftime. We took a little bit of a break, but we've got time right now for my partner in crime, Mike Miller, with halftime stats.
You have got to stop saying partner in crime because I've got legal
issues
checking me out all over from 3 states. All right, the score at halftime, 42-14, Montana Western over Eastern Oregon. For the Bulldogs, Michael Palandri was 15 of 21 for 273 yards and 2 touchdowns. He did throw 1 interception. The leading rusher for the Bulldogs is Jake Humphrey with 27 yards. Pete Gibson has 23, and Michael Palandri has 15. Receiving yards, Kobe Tanaka has 2 receptions for 64 yards and a touchdown. Dylan Shipley has 2 as well for 68 yards and a touchdown. Eli Norris has 8 receptions, 100 yards. And John Kirkley, 3 receptions for 41. For the Mountaineers, Quincy Glasper of 7 of 16 for 126 yards. He threw 1 touchdown, and he had 1 interception. The Bulldog defense has really shut down the rushing for the Mountaineers. Parker Robinson has 10 yards. Brody has 7, and quarterback Quincy Glasper has 3. For the receptions, Malachi Spurrier has 2 for 81 yards and a touchdown. And Tanner Squeak has 2 for 23 yards. And then Anthony Peterso, Colton Kissy have just 1 reception apiece. John Mears, 6 for 6 from the PTA.
Superintendent of schools.
Yes, got to remember all those education things. Yeah, John Mears has is perfect. Defensively, and I'm having a little tough time reading this. For the Bulldogs, Braden Swank has 3 solo tackles. A.J. Ulrichs, no, I take that back. Keegan Mulfitch has 2. James Oakes has 2, as does Tyler Walker from his defensive end spot. There have been no getting ready to go, aren't we? There haven't been any oh yes, there was an interception. Blaine Shaw intercepted Michael Palandri at 4:45 of the second quarter. And it looks like the Bulldogs heading out. They will be kicking off. Remember, the Mountaineers deferred after winning the opening coin flip, so they get a chance to score. So, Wally, that's it.
Okay, well, and this year, just like last year, the Bulldogs and Mountaineers open up this regular season and close the regular season against each other. Last year, the the Bulldogs went to LeGrand and won 38-14 on the first game of the 2023 season, and then closed out the regular season with a 36-12 win over the Mountaineers, which clinched the 2023 Frontier Conference Championship. So Mountaineers will try and get some offense going. Around the front line, if we have the same starters, it will for the Bulldogs. Tyler Walker from Dillon, Noah Rimmer from Saratoga, Wyoming, Keanu Leoa from Hawaii, and Jace Fitzgerald, 6'2", 235-pound junior, transfer from Montana State. We'll review some other starters. And it is 1st and 10 Mountaineers as Quincy Glasper hands off right up the middle, gets a decent run. We'll see who carried the ball. Do they have a new? Oh, they have a new running back in there.
That's the kid from Estacada, Oregon.
You get to say it.
Yeah.
Waylon Riddell in the lineup. And now, we have a new quarter. Do we have a new? Nope. Quincy Glasper chased out of bounds. and he just tossed it away. Good, smart move there, avoiding the sack. 3rd and 7 now for the Mountaineers. Ball is marked on their own 27-yard line.
And Brady Mounts just said something to the official. Looked like somebody was holding or...
Glasper back to pass right over the middle. It is caught. Oh, and we got a penalty.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a holding call or
a late hit.
A late hit. One of the Bulldog defensive linemen was coming back.
No.
Here comes the official.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so there was a holding call on Mountaineer offensive lineman, but the Bulldogs say, no thank you. We'll let you punt it to us. So 3 and out for the Mountaineers on their first possession of the second half. Just underway, quarter number 3. Bulldogs leading the Mountaineers 42-14.
That's Norris deep.
Shattuck punting for Eastern Oregon.
Yeah, good idea. Punt away from it.
And it's just going to roll out of bounds at about the Bulldog 23-yard line.
That is a pretty good punt for the Mountaineers. Hey, just an update. Rocky leads Montana State Northern 17-12 at halftime. They're just beginning the third quarter as we're doing right here.
Okay. And the other games today in the Frontier, all at night. Montana Tech hosting Carroll. That should be a wing-ding of a football game. That rivalry is almost as intense as Montana Tech and Montana Western.
And, of course, Montana Tech coming off that great win. 14 seconds left to go. They get the winning touchdown, and they knock off the number 3 ranked team in the country.
And Georgetown, longtime NAIA power. They've had some lean years lately, but they're back playing great football, but not good enough against our Ore Diggers of the Frontier Conference.
Oh, look
Curvin.
at this.
Oh, great run. That is Curvin. Oh, my, DJ Curvin, this redshirt junior out of Fort Worth, Texas. Big, wow. And you like the way that guy runs the football.
Yep. And
so,
you were right. He got hurt last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
He missed the last four games, I think.
I think he played a little bit in the final game against Eastern Oregon, and he played in the playoff game. But
he looked pretty healthy on that one.
Yeah, he missed a lot. But, yeah, he's healthy. They're going to give it to him again, and he goes up the middle for – let's see how many they give him before the Eastern Oregon front line pushes him backwards. Nehemiah Medrano, the linebacker, off the bottom of the pile. So they gave him 4 yards on that carry. So 2nd and 6 now for Montana Western. Bulldogs leading Eastern Oregon 42-14. Just underway in the third quarter of the inaugural game of Bulldog Stadium. Kirkley with the catch, and he's going to have enough for the first down, I think.
Mountaineers have dropped. They've got a 3-man front line. Everybody else is back. They're a little bit. Oh, look, grab that. They are worried about that offensive arm of Michael Palandri.
1st and 10, Montana Western, ball at the Eastern Oregon 34-yard line. Curvin in the backfield with Palandri. Palandri hands it off to Curvin. He's got an opening around the corner, uses his speed and gets it to the 25. Well, they're going to make it the 24 before they, or I should say, yeah, the 24 before they, or excuse me, the 26 before they push him out of bounds. So nice yardage on the first down run.
Boy, he got a great block there from number 78, Eli Wells, a 300-pound senior out of Hiram, Utah.
So 2nd and 2 for Montana Western. Knocking on the door again. Palandri wide open to Eli Norse for the Bulldog touchdown.
And I swear that is not the only one who was open in the end zone. On the far left, the defensive back, I think, just got a little tied up.
Well, and I see Tracy Norse right in front of us down here. Mama Norse, and she's excited.
Well, Eli, first-team All-American.
Yeah, as a freshman.
Yeah, led the Frontier Conference in receptions, all the
receiving categories, yeah. Mears with the extra point for the Bulldogs, and it is good, and it went into the net, too. So, with 11:36 remaining in the third quarter, it's Montana Western 49, Eastern Oregon 14. We'll be back with more Bulldog football on the Bulldog Sports Network after this.
Montana Western, our flexible schedule and focus on learning through experience are just right for your world today. Experience One, where you take one course at a time for 18 days and then move on to your next course, is designed to work for you, whether you plan to come to campus, want to stay close to home, or if you need to earn your degree while working or raising a family. And Montana Western is the most affordable university in Montana. Experience the difference, only at University of Montana Western.
One of the Montana Western athletic trainers out on the field giving a little hydration to the officials. And then she looked around and she said, I'm in the middle of the kickoff. So here comes the Bulldog kick.
And it's going to go.
And Robinson calls a fair catch.
I thought he did.
But they'll mark the ball
out the 20.
At the 20. So it's been a kind of a historic day. We've had all kinds of firsts, including the first instant replay challenge.
Oh my God, I'm getting my dancing groove on.
Please don't dance.
Luckily, I'm sitting down.
So Mountaineers, 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
Aiden Prado in here.
Glasper back to pass. Quick toss out, and it is caught, but caught by I think that's Quinn McLaren, but he was dropped immediately by the Bulldog DB.
That's Swank, I think, coming in from the left corner spot. Swank's a 5'11 senior out of Maple Valley, Washington.
But it was a nice first down pickup. Picked up nearly 6 yards. Now the handoff up the middle to McMillan. Oh, and he breaks a couple of tackles.
No, I think he was down there. Don't you think? Oh, we've got an injury.
Yeah, like, you're right. They blew it dead.
Yeah, it looked like Keenan Greenbaum from Eastern Oregon. Number 70, he is heading out. Oh, no, he's down. Let's hope it's nothing more than a cramp.
Yeah. So we're going to take a break while we have this injury timeout, and we'll be back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network. We are back at Bulldog Stadium for the injury timeout.
Yep. And our athletic trainers from Western went out there to check. Always helping.
3rd and about 2.5 for a Mountaineer first down. Handoff up the middle to I think that's McMillan, and he's fighting for yardage. We'll see where they spot it, and I think they're going to give it to him according to where this official is right down here. Yep. They're going to give him the first down before he was pushed backwards.
Forward progress is pretty important.
He picked up he did that all himself. His legs were chugging away, and he pushed the Bulldog defenders enough to get the first down. So 1st and 10 Mountaineers. Here comes a little swing pass out, but the Bulldog defenders were waiting for it, and it's only going to be a 1 or 2 yard gain.
That second receiver out there trying to block, number 5, that's Walker Camp. I'm going to suggest it might be the head coach's son.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yep. And he is a graduate student, 6'4", 208 pounds.
So 2nd and 5 now for the Mountaineers. Oh, a nice pass right over the middle. I think they may be about a yard short of a first down. Mufich and Charlton with the Bulldogs stop, but nice yardage on the catch, and it's 3rd and 1. Now that's the 3rd down you want. You want 3rd down and 1. Ball marked at the Mountaineer 45-yard line.
Fill the gaps.
Oh, and McMillan, I believe, or Anthony Peterson gets it.
He's close, but I don't think so.
No. So, and the Mountaineers are going for it, trailing 49-14. This is momentum, and they've got it. Nice run right up the middle. Nice run, and that was by...
That's the kid from Estacada.
Oh, your buddy. You're not going to sing the Estacada school song, are you?
From the north. I can't remember it all, but they were blue and white uniforms, blue and gold.
Kind of like Eastern Oregon's colors. Eastern Oregon dressed today in their road white jerseys. Blue pants. 1st and 10, Mountaineers at the 47-yard line, their own 47.
Oh, he had plenty of time. Uh-oh.
Oh. Nice play.
Apparently.
That was Brady Mounts on the defense for the Bulldogs. And he had his head turned around. There was a little bumping, but he was looking for the ball. If he would have had his head the other way around, that flag would have ripped right out.
And Eastern Oregon hurrying up again.
Seeing if they can catch the Bulldog defenders asleep. 2nd and 10, Eastern Oregon.
Got them bunched up here to the left, the wide
Glasper
receivers.
Back to pass again. Oh, and he's sacked. He's sacked. Bulldogs meet at the quarterback. Dillon's Tyler Walker in on the sack. And that's a loss of about 7 or 8. So ball marked at the Eastern 40-yard line. Glasper back to pass again. He's pressured again and brought down again. This one.
That looks like James Oakes.
James Oakes with the sack. A little blitz from the Laurel Jr. And now that pushes the Mountaineers further back and forces them to punt. So what looked like a little bit of a promising drive ends. 6:33 left to play, 3rd quarter. Bulldogs leading 49-14 and about ready to get the ball again.
Oh, good kick.
Well, that's not Norris. Oh, it is. Nope.
That's Kobe Taniaka.
And he gets. Now, you were talking about when do we start seeing a few subs coming in?
Oh, we're going to have a media timeout here.
So we have our score. Montana Western 49, Eastern Oregon 14, 6:19 left to play third quarter. Back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network. We're back at Bulldog Stadium. Bulldogs on the attack, running with the ball. We'll see who gets up off the bottom. It's Pete Gibson.
Yep. He picks up about
5.
Almost
5 yards on the carry. Pete Gibson, the legacy number for the Bulldogs. We'll give him 5.5, or we'll give him 4.5. He's got 5.5 to go for a first down. The Bulldogs do. Palandri in shotgun. Another handoff to Gibson. Gibson, nice run, and he picks up the first down. He picked up about 7 yards on that carry, and that will be 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Maybe the Bulldogs will work on their running game a little bit.
Look like Jaden Diaz with the tackle there.
1st and 10, Montana Western. Ball is marked at their own 43-yard line. Palandri back to pass. Oh, and there's another wide open. Oh, in and out of his hands, and Shipley was wide open. He had 3 or 4 steps on the Mountaineer defenders, but couldn't haul it in. You had that problem a lot, didn't you? Letting the ball go through your hands?
No.
They just didn't throw it to you?
No, they didn't throw it to me. They wanted to win.
Okay. So 2nd and 10 now, Montana Western. Ball at their own 43.
But you're right, he was open.
So handoff up the middle. Oh, we've got another new running back in the lineup.
That's Reese Dixon, North Powder, Oregon, Powder Valley High School. And he is a junior, 5'7", 162 pounds.
So Coach Camp is trying to find the toys that work, or just giving his kids a break from the heat. 3rd and 5.
Bulldogs still have their starters in.
Glasper, nice pass. 2.
That's Dixon.
And he picks up the first down. Ball all the way down to the Bulldog 36-yard line.
That looks like Canyon Sargent, number 24 out there. His dad, superintendent down here at St. Ignatius.
And sitting right below us. Glasper back to pass. Oh, chased out of the pocket, looking for room to go. Needs to find, looking for an opening, goes the corner and just runs out of bounds. So good job by Glasper, avoiding a sack, and picking up positive yardage for the Mountaineers. He didn't get much, but at least it wasn't a sack.
And here comes Waylon Rydell.
Up the middle run by the Mountaineers. And that was, you said Rydell, didn't you?
He's the second kid from Estacada that I've run into in my coaching career. Had a javelin thrower down in Flagstaff, Arizona at a camp where I was. And left-handed blonde kid, and he knew right where Saline Road was, where my mom.
Glasper. That's Glasper's been.
He was just a little behind him right there. And that would have been Quinn McLaren.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit with wide open receivers. Now they're looking over the sidelines and saying, do we go for it?
I just don't think you have any choice.
Nope. No, except they're going for it.
Yeah, don't.
Glasper.
So it's 4th and 5th. 4th and 5
so
to go.
About 4th and 6 for the Mountaineers. Glasper back to pass. Here comes the Bulldog rush. And
Get a kid in the end zone.
Oh, beautiful pass from Glasper.
Malachi Spurrier.
And a big-time breakdown by the Bulldog defensive backfield, and Spurrier comes away with his second touchdown of the afternoon. So that defensive backfield was plagued us last year, plagued the Bulldogs last year, and it looks like they're still working on fine-tuning it. Shattuck with the extra point attempt for the Mountaineers. Kick is up, and kick is good. And that went way over the fence there.
Somebody's got a dent in the hood.
Yeah. So with 1:45 left to play, third quarter, it's Montana Western 56, Eastern Oregon 21, and we'll be back with more football on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Montana Western, our flexible schedule and focus on learning through experience are just right for your world today. Experience One, where you take one course at a time for 18 days and then move on to your next course, is designed to work for you, whether you plan to come to campus, want to stay close to home, or if you need to earn your degree while working or raising a family. And Montana Western is the most affordable university in Montana. Experience the difference, only at University of Montana Western.
We're back at Bulldog Stadium. Eastern Oregon got their offense going, put another 7 points on the board, trailing the Bulldogs 56-21. Minute 45 left to play in the third quarter.
This kid's a good kicker.
Oh, nice special teams play by the Mountaineers. They were not going to get another one returned for a touchdown.
Aiden Patterson, 6 foot, 190-pound senior. He got right in the face of that receiver, the returner.
So 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Ball is marked at their own 22-yard line. We'll see if I think we've got a new quarterback. Nope. Those numbers are hard to read.
Yeah. I know Palandri's had an issue with that right knee, so he's got the brace on now.
So 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Handoff. Trying to see who that is. Curvin, DJ Curvin, the junior from Texas. So Coach Norse has used a three-headed running back, and they've all done really well. Curvin, Pete Gibson, and Humphrey.
And then you have Shipley. You have Kirkley and Eli Norris out there as the wide receivers.
So 2nd and 9.
Oh.
And another run and another great defensive stop.
That was Cole Martin, a linebacker. He's from North Powder.
And he just stopped the Bulldog runner in his tracks. No gain. And it's 3rd and 9. Palandri back. Looks to the sideline. Looks like they might have changed the play. Play clock down to 8.
Oh, a little hold there.
Palandri right over the middle and no good. So the Bulldogs will punt for, this will be the second time? Second time. Didn't do much on that possession. So Eddie DeWert will punt for Montana Western. He's standing on the 7-yard line, the Bulldogs' 7-yard line. And he gets a nice kick picked up by Blaine Shaw, and Shaw gets nice yardage, gets the ball all the way down into Bulldog territory at about the 46-yard line. 6 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
You know, our long snapper is Jacob Westbury, and he's a freshman. Number 53 out there.
And that's a position all in itself nowadays.
You bet.
Remember there was a number of years ago, one of the Bulldog long snapper was being looked at by some of the NFL teams.
Yeah.
So 6 seconds left in the third quarter, and the Mountaineers want to add some points to their total. Right over the middle, ball is caught by Walker Camp, and that's going to end the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of football, it's Montana Western 56, Eastern Oregon 21, and we'll be back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network. We're back at Bulldog Stadium beginning the fourth quarter. Mountaineers have a wee bit of momentum going as they are now marked at the Bulldog 44-yard line. Glasper is back in shotgun, fakes a handoff, and now he looking for a pass, looking for the open receiver, chased out of the pocket, chased by the Bulldogs, and they're going to chase him out of bounds after a pickup Looks like they're going to give him decent yardage. We'll see.
Did you see him? He lowered his shoulder and he delivered the blow to the defensive back.
You mean he didn't do the delicate little walk out of bounds?
No. Lowered his shoulder and got a yard or two.
So it's 3rd and 6 now for the Mountaineers. Glasper chased out of back to pass. Now he's chased, looking for a place to go, and he's bumped out of bounds. And looks like he only got a couple of yards. So do you go for it here?
Unless you've got the kicker. Although a field goal is not going to help you as much as that touchdown. But losing the ball at this, that could be tough. Tough decision.
Well, they're going for it.
Yeah.
The Mountaineer offense remains on the field.
They're hoping for an offside.
Glasper back to pass, looking for the open receiver. Oh, and almost intercepted.
Is that Mounts?
It
he
was.
Did it again.
Yes, he did. But there's a flag. Are they going to call a penalty on that?
Yes. Unsportsmanlike. He was taunting. I'm sure they were going to say he taunted that receiver.
Which is, you don't need to do. And
No.
Mounts is slapping himself in the head. You don't need to. You don't need to do that. Made a good play. Just go back and.
The play was an incomplete pass. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, number 14 in the defense.
Yeah.
That's the first penalty towards infraction. First down.
So it went from a Bulldogs taking over to a first down for the Mountaineers on the Bulldog 26. Yep, on a little over the 26. So,
you love the play, the players playing with passion, but you have to keep yourself under control. If this was a ball game where it was coming down to the final seconds and a player like that gets a penalty like that, it could be devastating to the team.
And I'm sure he's getting an earful from Riley Martello, because Riley's a disciplined guy. He doesn't like stuff like that. Oh, wait a minute now. How did we get the okay, I see.
Because it was an incomplete pass on the fourth down.
Play. Okay. I got a little confused. I said, well, how come the Western offense is out there? But then I processed the information. And a pickup of a couple of yards on the play.
Ooh, Shipley's one-on-one.
2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs. Palandri back to pass. And right over the middle. Who did he get? That's new. Somebody new. They're starting to put some more players in. Bryce Gillard. How do you say it? Oh. We do have a new quarterback, too.
Caden Jenks.
Yeah. They thought he was done, but then they found another. Oh, great run right up the middle. And we've got another new running back in. I guess Ryan Norris is gets him reps for something.
That's Gavin Vetter out of Butte, 5'9", redshirt sophomore.
I ran into Scott Harding, who played for the Bulldogs with Mick Dennehy, and we were talking about how the Montana Western Butte connection is coming back again. So 2nd and call it a long 5.
Oh, nice tackle.
Great tackle.
Brought down by Caden Beasley. He's a senior out of Manson, Washington.
And they're going to give him a yard. So it is 3rd down for the Bulldogs. Ball is marked on their 43-yard line. 11:50 left to play in our ball game. Right now, Bulldogs leading 56-21.
Matt Hare should be the tight end. New tight end for the Bulldogs. Oh boy, they are coming.
Oh,
Out of bounds.
Jenks' pass was caught, but he was caught out of bounds, and so that will force a Bulldog punt.
Rico Figueroa with the intended receiver.
So where they're punting now for, a good punt will not give good field position to Eastern Oregon. So
Get a high one that bounces funny and goes out of bounds on about the 4-yard line.
kind of like when I try and hit the golf shot, put a little spin on it. Doesn't always work.
But it does go out of bounds.
Eastern was going after it.
Fair catch at about the
15, about the 15-yard line. And that's where the Mountaineers will take over, trying to get some offense going.
Get those 50-50 tickets out.
We have a media timeout, so 11:22 remaining in the game. 56 for the Bulldogs, 21 for the Mountaineers, and we will be back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network.
0-4-0.
The game went on.
We are back at Bulldog Stadium. Mountaineers, oh, nice run. That's a first down run by the Mountaineers. Brody McMillan, starting running back, sophomore, picks up a first down, and I think we're probably going to start see some defensive second-teamers in there now. Give the first-teamers a little break, a little experience on the field. Glassberg, little quick pass out on the wing. Bulldogs are ready for it, but oh, great. Malachi Spurrier was hit after about a 1-yard gain, but broke the tackles and picked up a first down. Ooh, bad tackling, bad tackling. So 1st and 10 Mountaineers now. The ball is marked at their 36-yard line.
And you can pretty much expect passing all the way now. Oh.
Or the quarterback running and picks up a couple of yards.
That surprised me a little bit.
Okay, we have the 50-50 ticket. If you're watching, it's 190405. 190405. And pick it up at the press box.
Oh, pass. That was intended for Quinn McLaren, tight end sophomore out of Chelan, Washington. Yeah, and we're seeing a little confusion there as new players are coming in.
Well, all the varsity on, the first teamers on both sides of the ball have to be tired.
Yep.
It's a hot afternoon, and there's a little breeze, but not much of one. I just like how clean our glass is in front.
Oh, he's sneaking away.
Oh,
And we're going to have a block in the back, I think.
On number 1 for
I think Parker Robinson. I don't know. His helmet was ahead of.
Well, let's see what happens.
It did not, well, from here, didn't look like he had pushed in the back, blocked in the back.
Okay, the penalty is against.
Blindside block, number 1 of the offense.
Ah.
Penalties decline, 4th down.
You know, accepting and declining a penalty, that has become a science. And Ryan Norris is the professor on that.
Yes.
He is quick to run to the official to find out the penalty, where's the ball going to be, here or there, and he makes that quick decision.
Well, he had to come out of his comfort zone down at the end, too. So punting, Tanner Shattuck. Oh, and he gets a high punt. Great punt.
That kid has done so well. Don't run backwards. Yeah,
Tanoka. Wow. Uh-oh, and we've got a Bulldog slow getting up. I think he ran into one of his own teammates, but he's up on his own and running over.
I still can't see his number, even though he's that close.
It's 4. 4 for the Bulldogs.
That's Tanioko.
Yep. And he made something out of nothing. And he listened to you, too.
Yeah,
you told him not to run backwards, and he didn't. He went the other direction. So Caden Jenks in the lineup for the Bulldogs, 6'3", 225-pound senior. And he hands off. Up the middle, we get a nice little run. 2 or 3 yards. We'll see who gets up the bottom of the pile. And he gets up a little slow.
Jake is a little, yeah.
And he's going to come off, and coming in is Curvin. He got dinged a little bit, so going to give him a little break on the sidelines. Second and 7 for the Bulldogs. Jenks to pass. Little flare out to the side. Tackle broken. First down picked up. Figueroa picks up the Bulldog first down. So we get to look at a few of the Bulldog second teamers on the depth chart. Future Bulldog stars. First down and 10 from the Bulldog 41-yard line. Would you call it the 41? It's between the 40 and the 1.
41.
Jenks back to pass again. Another little flare out. This one's Tanoka. He breaks one tackle with a little turnaround move, and he's down for a Bulldog first down.
And again, that good block, Rico Figueroa.
Well, your wide receivers aren't good if they're not blocking.
Yeah. And you know, the starting tight end, oh my God, just as soon as I brought that, Luke Canijo, he can really block. I would like to see him catch a ball every once in a while because teams kind of forget him.
Oh.
Boy, that was
a
right
bullet
in there.
In and out of the hands of Tanoka. I mean, that was laser speed.
Yep. So
that brings it second and 10 now for the Bulldogs.
And that looks like Cody Isaacson is a sophomore. He's right in front of us at the 50-yard line. So he's in for Shipley. Yeah, it's plenty of time to give those wide receivers a little bit of a break.
Well, and get some reps to the other players.
Yeah, Matt Hare in for the Bulldogs.
Tried to find a little running room. Not much there, though. The Mountaineer defenders. First up off the pile.
And it looks like Ben Gorney, freshman.
Yep. So 3rd and long, 3rd and about 8.
And defensive end for the Mountaineers. He's got braces on both knees.
Well, you know, NCAA rule, all offensive linemen have to have their knees braced. Jenks rolling out, and pass caught
I think
for
he
the
did.
first down. I'm not.
That's Sean Mendiola. And as I said, he's got braces on both knees.
1st and 10 Bulldogs, 5:52 left to play. Bulldogs maintaining their 56-21 lead.
You know that one ugly little period there where we had the 2 possessions that just went off the charts. The Bulldogs have looked pretty good all the way through.
Curvin, he's brought down for a couple-yard loss.
Yep. Brought down by Aiden Patterson.
That was a nice play by the Eastern Oregon defense. 2-yard loss on the play, so 2nd and 12 now for Montana Western. And Curvin will check out, get a little breather on the sidelines.
Patterson is from Pendleton.
Home of the famous Stampede.
And I believe that's this weekend.
Oh.
Not sure, but
I think you're right. Usually the week after Labor Day, isn't it? Jenks in shotgun position. Back to pass. Looking around, chased out of the pocket. And he's going to make some motion. And he puts his shoulder down. He put his shoulder down.
Yes, he did.
He gave the Eastern Oregon defender a little welcome to Dillon.
That might be Peyton Howe.
He's going to feel that one in the morning.
Peyton Howe from Marsh Valley High School.
I got a smile out of Coach Martello on the sidelines. So 3rd and about 7 for the Bulldogs. Jenks back to pass.
Somebody open, but
he floated a nice ball, but just a little too far. So do you go for it here just for practice, or do you?
He's got to decide. Do you want to?
Might be out of Mears's.
Yeah, that's a little bit far. You don't need a field goal here anyway. But we're going to talk about it.
So we have a timeout on the floor, on the field too, and we'll keep it here. We'll keep it here once again. Remember, in the Frontier today, other than our game here in Dillon, Montana Tech is at Carroll College. That's tonight. That's a night game. MSU Northern right now losing to Rocky Mountain College. I think our last score was 27-12 Rocky. That's going on in Billings, and then Southern Oregon hosting Simpson University. And don't forget, volleyball conference, Frontier Conference volleyball starts this next week on Friday. Our Bulldogs, our 13th ranked Bulldogs, hosting MSU Northern, 7 o'clock for first serve at the Stroud Gymnasium. Rocky Mountain College is at Montana Tech. Both of those teams are receiving votes. And number 15, Providence, is at receiving votes. Carroll and Mike, do you realize of the 6 Frontier Conference volleyball teams, all 5 of the 6 are ranked some way or another? That shows you the power of the Frontier. Oh, they're going to give John Mears a chance.
They are going to give John Mears.
So
if he hits this one.
You're a math guy. How far is that?
putting it down on the 39. It's long enough.
It's good.
It's good.
John Mears, is that a 49-yarder? 49-yarder? It's another first, the first field goal.
Oh, my gosh.
So Mears kicks a winner, and it's 59-21 Bulldogs, 3:57 left to play in our ball game. And we'll take a quick timeout, or take a quick one, and we'll be back with more on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Montana Western, our flexible schedule and focus on learning through experience are just right for your world today. Experience One, where you take one course at a time for 18 days and then move on to your next course, is designed to work for you, whether you plan to come to campus, want to stay close to home, or if you need to earn your degree while working or raising a family. And Montana Western is the most affordable university in Montana. Experience the difference, only at University of Montana Western.
We're back at Bulldog Stadium.
You know, you talk about the Butte connection with Montana Western. There's a lot of a connection to Washington. And you look at Palandry, and you look at Braden Swank. They're from King County out there by Seattle. Or maybe King County, Seattle is in King County. I don't know.
Here comes the kickoff.
And they're just going to fair catch it, take it out to the 20.
25.
20.
25. Just talking to, are we on? I just started talking whether or not we were on or not. I just talked to Western's sports information director, and that was a 49-yard field goal. So our math is good. Our math skills are better than we thought they were.
But Lindsay did remind us it's not a
record, not a personal best.
Not a personal best. Oh. Quinn McLaren with the catch, and we have a new quarterback.
So probably, I'm thinking it's probably Elia Kuramasi, 13. Is it number 13?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Young.
Yeah.
What a great couple of people. Have a double-mounded school. Oh. It's not a square building. It's a mound. It's a roundhouse.
Third down. And Bulldog sack. So those second teamers come up with a sack. Good job, Bulldogs.
Tyler Schoen?
I think so, yeah.
Number 45.
There's 2:55 remaining. We'll be coming up on our 2-minute timeout.
Now it's a little... no trick plays. No trick plays here. Covering those wide receivers. High, but that one's going to be a little bit short. And again, get away from it, Bulldogs.
And I noticed that somebody yelled something. The Bulldogs just went in all different directions.
So they have a signal. It's not get the heck away.
And the audience is beginning to leave.
Not me. I'm here, and I'm going to absorb this game.
This is so cool. Bulldog Stadium is so cool. So cool.
They have a phase 2 planned. Oh, I had no idea that bleachers were expensive.
Yes.
Oh.
That's why they have the berm over there.
Yes.
And actually, it looks like the berm is a popular place to watch a football game.
Well, I've got a little short chair with short legs for me.
For a short person?
I could. Oh, look at him go. That is number 32, Gavin Vetter.
Well, he just picked up a first down. It's going to be interesting to look at the total yardage.
Yeah.
Because do you think it's going to be pretty close to even between rushing and passing, or do you think passing has the edge?
Yeah, I think passing might have the edge. And there is our timeout.
It's our 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back with the final 2 minutes of Bulldog football against Eastern Oregon on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Points. 80 points.
Wow, 80 points. And we misrepresented the game. It's not a Frontier Conference game. It's classified as a non-conference game with the new, how they're doing things with the new teams and stuff. So next week, when College of Idaho comes to town, that will be the Frontier Conference opener. So 1st and 10 Bulldogs, they have the ball at their own 47-yard line.
Some big players in there for Eastern Oregon.
Jenks hands off. And this time, not much of a run. Eastern Oregon met at the quarterback, or met at the running back, and only a gain of, they're going to give him a couple on that. Yeah. So a good surge by the Eastern Oregon front. So 2nd and 8 for Montana Western, 1:35 left to play in the ball game. And they're trying to take as much time off the clock as they can before they go. Just run it down. So Jenks remains at quarterback. Handoff up the middle, and this time there's running room.
Ooh, but a good hit there.
Somebody lost their helmet, so somebody will have to check out.
Yeah, looked like Wyatt Bartoff, sophomore out of Ridgefield, Washington. He lowered the boom. And the team cheering on as William Snodgrass, freshman out of Yelm, Washington, heads out there.
Gets his first varsity football touch.
And he's getting some help from the tackle. That's good teamwork.
3rd and 3.
Oh, and I just happened to...
And the Bulldogs pick up the first down. 20 seconds. 21 seconds on the clock. Now it's 20 seconds. So I'm thinking the Bulldogs are just going to...
Could just sit down on it.
Just sit down. Just kneel it. This game is over with. In fact, we're going to call it. We're going to call it right now. Final score from brand new Bulldog Stadium is Montana Western 59, Eastern Oregon 21. We'll be back with stats and a little bit of chat after this on the Bulldog Sports Network. Woo.
Montana Western, our flexible schedule and focus on learning through experience are just right for your world today. Experience 1, where you take one course at a time for 18 days and then move on to your next course, is designed to work for you, whether you plan to come to campus, want to stay close to home, or if you need to earn your degree while working or raising a family. And Montana Western is the most affordable university in Montana. Experience the difference, only at University of Montana Western.
we were picking players of the week, so you got to give Mears special teams.
9
you
points.
Give him, and then so offense. Do you give it to Palandri? Do you give it to Shipley? Do you give it to Ryan Norris or Eli Norris?
I don't know how many yards Eli finished with in the second half, but he had 100 at halftime. 8 reception, 100.
And a touchdown.
And a touchdown. So I kind of look at him.
Okay, how about defense?
Well, I don't want to sound like a homebody, but Dylan Walker, we called his name a few times from that defensive end position, and I believe he's a senior. Done a great job from right here in Dillon.
Yep.
You might give the entire Dillon contingency the player. You take Tyler, you've got Jace Fitzgerald, you've got Kirkley.
John Kirkley, Eli. So we just present them.
And we have an assistant coach, Karsten Lemelin, who is also from Dillon. So, and then you always look at the legacy kid.
Pete Gibson. Yeah.
So I kind of think I'd like to give it to the entire Dillon contingency.
Okay. Well, that's our players of the week. Our producer Brett will be taking them all out to dinner next week.
Thank you, Brett.
Yeah. No. We're just it's a paper player of the week. We thank you for your good job. Congrats to Bulldogs. Congrats to all the people that donated to make this stadium the way it is right now. It's the start of something really good and historic on campus. And if you weren't here, you're coming next week. You haven't got your tickets yet, go online to the Bulldog Athletic website. You can buy your tickets online. Don't stand in line, just come directly into the stadium. So do that. Get your tickets online for next week as College of Idaho comes to town. Bulldogs hosting the Yotes in the Frontier Conference opener for both teams. So on behalf of Mike, Brett, I'm Wally. We'll see you next week on the Bulldog Sports Network.